Listen closely, traveler, to what I say. Twitch Prime does not even cost a dime.
Hello, hello. Good evening. Hey, Ara Morath, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thanks for kicking things off this evening. I appreciate that. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna get into the work tonight. We're working on a quilting dwarf. The quilting dwarf. I'm wondering if we should start. There's a good chance we might start the hands. But actually, you know what? I need to grab our scissors so we can sculpt the other side of those before we can start the hand. That's what we'll do. 1 second. All right. Nice. Okay, let's get to work. Yeah, we'll finish the scissors first before we do the hands. So, got these shears here. Need to remove those. Nice and easy. We're using Cos clay, medium firm. What I always use. I think we see. Oh, ooh. Oh. Why did that happen? Okay, I think they're not baked properly. Here's a good example of how you know when Cos clay is not baked fully. Not sure how that happened. Probably was just taken out of the oven too soon. It's alright, we'll fix this with some glue and just toss it back in the oven. There's the danger in underbaking. All right. Good as new. I wonder if we can just heat gun this. Let's do that. Let's just use the heat gun. Okay, that should be good enough. We'll see. Hopefully. That's right. Yeah. That's the playlist right there for you. Slow and steady wins this race. Okay. A bit of a fight. Have to glue that back down. Let's get that armature glued. Well, so I don't typically just use the only scenario where we could just use a composer's music is if I stick to mostly game soundtracks because they tend to be more open to people using their music on stream because people stream their games. So unless there are composers out there that come out and allow people to use their music for stuff like YouTube and streams. So it would have to be one of those. Yeah, right. If you use music and they don't want you to, it can cause some problems. Well, yeah, you know, in a lot of cases, a lot of musicians would be totally cool with people using their music, but it's more than just them involved in that kind of situation. It's like their producer, they have a record label, you know, the record label. But if he's just an independent creator, you know, then it's probably all right. But I'd still want to see them say it somewhere. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, I'll check them out. Can you message me the name and I can go take a look, take a listen? Because I definitely am always looking for, always on the hunt for new stuff to add to our lineup. Hey, Olaf. Doing well, brother. Doing well. I hope you are as well. I hope you are well as well, friend. Oh, super glued up here. Get this layer super glued off of here.
Hail, noble ally. Please accept these treasures as a gift for your unwavering service to the kingdom.
107 months of support, Olaf. I do appreciate you sticking with me, my friend. Almost 9 years. Isn't that crazy? Where has the time gone? But then again, a lot has happened in 9 years. Definitely. It's been a wonderful journey. Thanks for being a part of mine and letting me be a part of yours. Although we do not see a promising outcome, we must not give in to despair and continue to fight. That's so true. It's when you're really in these situations when you have to remember stuff like that. It's easy to stand on the outside and agree with stuff like that, but we have to put it into practice when we find ourselves in those situations. Discord just notified me, but we're 20 minutes in already. Yeah. Good old notification system, always delayed. Okay, so we're just gonna take some clay here. Hello, Mr. Wilson. And we're just gonna stick this like here. Just to kind of hold it so we can sculpt the backside. Okay. I'm going to use clay glue here for this. Might regret it. We'll see. Kick raid, huh? Raiders.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
All right, come on in, everybody. May I ask who? Actually, oh yeah, I have access to my dashboard now. Hold on. Meyer, hey, thank you very much for the raid, my friend. Finally logged into my kick dashboard. Welcome, everybody. If you're new here, my name is cnotbusch. I make custom sculptures, traditional sculpted pieces, start to finish. We're working on a quilting dwarf character. It's actually a pair of characters. This is another piece I got, more goth from the Lord of the Rings universe. Yeah, I sculpt things traditionally, all hand done, all one of a kind. And yeah, this is a scissors, a pair of scissors that the character will be holding here. So come on in, I appreciate it. Meyer, what is Meyer doing this evening? What was Meyer up to? So we already sculpted one side of the scissors. Now we're doing the back side, sculpting it into two sections here. She is running with the scissors, yeah. She is indeed running with the scissors. Alright, I think I need to make sure I get this the right way. Okay, so this is the top piece. So technically I should sculpt the other one first. You know, she's a dwarf, so dwarves are like that, a little bit reckless. No, it's perfectly right. It's totally within the character. We're just maybe not right by human standards, but dwarves care not for the ways of the human. What do we know? Always thinking we know what's best. What are my inspirations to create, like the ideas for the fine details and poses? It's more of like a kind of like. You ever done a doodle before? Where you just kind of flying by the seat of your pants and designing, drawing how things come to you. It's a little bit like that. I'm not always a rhyme or a reason. I mean, when I'm designing a character, I try to think about the character and, you know, kind of trying to tell a story about that character through the details, through the items that the character has, stuff like that, to kind of help make those decisions. Hey, Sarah. Good evening, my friend. Creation and kitchen design. Yeah, but doesn't matter what you're doing, there's always that kind of intuition, that like sixth sense, where you're making decisions on something. It's more of like a gut feeling. That's the kind of the driving force behind what leads you to the decisions. Nice, killed Eric. Yeah. And you know that sense develops and gets better over time, I've noticed. Designing is a skill. Being good at designing things only just takes practice. You learn what things work and what things don't work and what looks good and what doesn't look good. So just like anything else, you gotta be okay with being bad at something before you can be good at something. Craft a simple life. Hey, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. It's like when you're younger and you're having to make decisions in life, and you're typically pretty bad at it. But as you go through life, at least you should be getting better at making good decisions. And it's only because of the practice, decision-making practice. So you just kind of got to get out there and start making decisions. You're crafting your way to me? What do you mean? You're making a magic quilt and flying here on the magic quilt. Just like Aladdin. Just like Aladdin. Quilting dwarves, huh? Ah. I see. What were you up to this evening there, Craft? Did you say so? Part of the crew. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Well, we're working on your scissors. We'll get these in the oven, and then we'll probably do a little bit of trimming on your outfit. Some fancy trimming. And then after that, we're getting the scissors done so we can start sculpting your hands. Hey, Syria. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very kindly. Spreading the word. Yeah, we have a Discord channel. Join us. Join us, my friend. AM. Well, good morning. get to catch me at the end of my day. A nice relaxing beginning and a nice relaxing end. Hey, what's up, Peter? Peter. It actually stayed pretty cool here. It's not too bad weather-wise. The Sea Fun version. Maybe I'll be done by the time cnotcon hits, and then you guys can come to cnotcon and pick it up. Wouldn't that be cool? Focus, patience, and practice. You can have all of that. I didn't have it either at one point. You can have all the focus, patience, and practice I have. You just have to be patient, focus, and practice. You have to practice focus, practice patience. Be patient as you practice. Be patient as you focus. And focus as you practice. And focus on your patience. Okay? And you will too unlock. Hey, what's up, Fenrir? Well, we have to ask ourselves, what is talent? Is it like a base level of skill that you come stock with as a human being? Like when I was a 4-year-old toddler, I was sculpting like awesome little animals or something. Negative. My sculptures were just as bad as every other 4-year-old. For me, talent is the natural inclination to do something well. So interest, really. That's a good. That's exactly what it is in my mind too. Just interest. For interest that's been pursued. I think what it is when you're really young, like a kid, and you do something and you do it really well without practicing, that's a product of doing other things as a kid growing up that you've practiced something along the road that's helped you seem like you have this natural talent. But really, it's just practice. You know, like you might have drawn or sculpted more than your average kid because of interest. Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm very hyper focused on if I have an interest or something that I'm interested in, I tend to tunnel vision into it quite hard. Becomes an obsession. Laser focus, that's right. How you doing? Hey, that's awesome, Syria. But do you stick it to life, or do you go through it thoroughly and move on to the next thing? What do you mean? About the laser focus? Oh, I see. Do I stick with the skill for life? Yeah. Yeah, I tend to be a lifelong commitment kind of person. With certain things, like sculpture I'll do for life, for sure. As long as I can. Gardening is my other passion. Activity. One of my hyper-focus activities. I don't ever see that stopping. It gets worse and worse every year. But you really, realistically, you only have so much time in the day to do, so you almost have to just accept the fact you're not, there's always going to be things you're going to be interested in, but you're not as interested in as other things to sacrifice time to, you know. For example, I've always wanted to mess around with a little bit of like blacksmithing or even some leather work, you know, stuff like that, but whether or not I will really get into it, I don't know. It's more of like a here and there kind of thing. What are the conditions? I think you just have to get to apply for partnership. I'm not sure what I don't know the details on that. I'm sure a Google search can assist you better than me. And then you have to, you know, actually have subscribers. Which, I mean, if you get you have to have some sort of viewership to get partnered, pretty sure. Oop, okay. Do some texture here. Try to get back into drawing, but as you know, cnotbusch, like riding a bike, it's never really gone. But I mostly definitely will make time for that. Yeah, it's not gone. Another kind of passion of mine that phases in and out of my life.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Dizikawa, hello. Hey, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome everybody. Thank you for that there, Dizikawa. How you been? Hope life is treating you well, my friend. If anyone's new coming in here, my name is cnotbusch. I make sculptures traditionally, start to finish here. Mostly custom work, commissioned work. We're working on a female dwarf quilting character. It's actually, she actually has the likeness of the client. Just working on her scissors. So I was also working on this a little guy I started last night. He's a mage apprentice who's gonna be eaten by a dragon. It's gonna be like a wall. Imagine like a wall right here, and he's kind of peeking over the corner. And then right above him is the dragon, like looking right down at him. So thinks he's being sneaky. The dragon, I'd grab it, but it's pretty massive. I can grab. Where is? This is part of a 2-character scene. So we already sculpted the husband dwarf. Little husband and wife combo. So what were you working on there, Dizikawa? What you been up to? Anything wild and crazy going on with you? Just some same old, same old. Sketching and talking. Same old, same old. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Gotta enjoy the calm time, the calm phases of life, right? Alright, there we go. So he's in the front like this. And they're frolicking together. This rope is kind of coming off here, and the scissors are in. My wife is from Germany, Deutschland. I'm from the U.S. So I took the likeness of these people, these individuals, community members, and turned them into dwarves. So it has their actual faces imprinted. And they are quilters by trade as their actual job, so. Dwarven quilters. Maybe some of you out there need to be turned into fantasy characters. Definitely a fun type of project, so. Who wants to be the orcs? Yeah, it's gonna be all together on one singular base once it's all done. Have the look for an orc. Job interview tomorrow. Hey, congrats. Congratulations. I'm sure you'll do fine, and if you don't get the job, we're meant to be there anyways. Move along. Okay. Let's do a few little scratches. Gnomish. I would do some gnomes. This is my second couple I've done. First one was a set of woodland, like brownies, woodland elves. Right. Well, I think they might be on your side of the world there, Syria. They're from Australia. All right, we're gonna get this tossed in the oven and locked in, and yeah. Just gonna remove it from the clay bed that it was laying in. That real wood? Yeah. I will get this put in the oven. I'll be right back, and we're gonna start doing like trimming and stuff along the clothing. Start making things look nice. I'll be right back. All right. Bacon in the oven now. I'd like to advise you not to, but you do you. What, putting the wood in the oven? Yeah, wood doesn't combust until like 400 or 500 degrees Fahrenheit. We like to think wood. Yeah, wood is fine. Wood is flammable, meaning if a flame is touching it, it will catch fire, right? But spontaneous combustion is at what temperature does something catch fire, like without there being presence of a spark or a flame. And for wood, that's like, I think like 5, maybe even 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So, no worries. 275 is much lower. No spontaneous combustion. Even paper, you can even put paper in the oven at that temperature, and it won't start fire. Also, on top of that, one of the probably the safest place to have a fire inside of your house, other than like a fireplace, is inside your oven. So it's literally a fireproof box. So. No problem there. Hey, Mary. Still in the hospital, so bored? Oh, bummer. I hope you get out soon and stay out. All right, let's see. Let's do. I want to do some like trimming around the sleeves here. The neighbors are working on something. How did I form the texture of the dress like that? I used a brush with alcohol. You're hired, Maggie. Just kidding. Oh, Looper's got muscles. I know she does. Just kidding, Maggie. Accidents happen even to the best. As long as gravity isn't banned, all good. Hey, there's a real one. I'll get some practice, Maggie. Now I'll make sure that he's not banned. Let's see here. Hey, look at that. Doesn't look like... No. I think you're fine. Doesn't even say that you did anything to gravity. It doesn't show it as a mod action, so I don't know. Lots of exercise today, Maggie. I'm using a Logitech Brio camera, webcam. Bins and bins of fabric, huh? You like my beard? How do I take care of it? After I take a shower, I put little bit of castor oil in my hand, and then a couple drops of frankincense essential oil. I mix it together and then run it through my beard. That's it. That's it. Yeah, we were raided earlier. Very graciously raided. I don't know what that is there. Morath. Hey, that's awesome, Gravity. Seeing things on the big screen. Yeah, I've turned on one of the things I'll do if we have to leave our doggo at home by herself. I'll turn on a past broadcast, and seeing the stream on the TV is actually looks really nice. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, like debris. Yeah, I mean, it works for me. Okay. Let's get the other side caught up, and then we'll do some details and textures on that. But I was thinking like this kind of a trim, which will have color, and then some sort of a sleeve coming out of there. Looks pretty good. Oh, thanks a lot, Sarah. That's very kind of you. Yeah, we paint the work too once it's finished. Acrylics. I use mostly Reaper miniature paint and a few other random effect paints and things. Alright, let's roll out a snake that's big enough. Hey, thanks, Mary. I think we certainly captured Looper's likeness. and her hubby. I'm very happy with the likeness of these pieces. Blasio. Hello, Blasio. Thank you very much, my friend. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's equal thickness, but also long enough. It should be good. That should be just fine. Just kind of smoosh it down there. There's a original character. It's a female dwarf. Alright, Mary. Hey, catch you later. Thanks for tuning in. Did I complete the dragon from yesterday? Nope. What was it? The black dragon? No, that'll get worked on every Tuesday night. So. Big God of Warhead. Probably. I might have seen it. Can't remember. What other projects I have going on? Oh, I have a lot of projects going on. Quite a lot. Alright, Nada. Nada crayon. catch you later. What do you call a moose with no name? Anonymous. Nice, Fraxilla. Very, very nice. How you doing? Me, not that kind of walk. Hello, caveman. So far, so good. Divinity 2 Original Sin. All right. I have to figure out what kind of texture we're doing here. Nice, Looper. We are making a push to try to maintain our partner plus points to 300. We have to have 300 points before the end of the month, or else we're at jeopardy of losing my pay raise. So to get those points, we need tier 1, 2, and 3 subscribers. Tier 1 is 1 point, tier 2 is 2, and tier 3 is 6 points, I think. So if anyone wants to help us maintain that, that would be wonderful. what the Partner Plus program is if you stay over the 300 marker, I get a 70% split from the payout instead of only 50%. So if we drop below 300, it starts a countdown to me going back to 50% split. So right now we have the 70% locked in, but if we go below, it'll start the countdown. On my way to demotion. Kick is 95%, just saying. That's true. That's true. But we also have a lot more people over on Twitch than on Kick. And I'm not sure that will change. Not anytime soon. Yeah, I get it too. $32 points to go. Okay. How many stream days do we have left? Yeah, of course, Maggie. Yeah. Instead of fishing with the singular. Okay, we got 2 more days after today. Well, yeah. That's pretty tight. It's possible. It's possible. I wonder how we should keep track of how many points or how many people are on a resub pattern for the end of the month. What's the points for? For maintaining a the points allow us to keep a 70% split of Twitch revenue. If we go below the points, it starts a countdown for us going back to 50% split. So a demotion, essentially. So we have to maintain that 300 points to keep the pay raise indefinitely. Well, to be fair, I've been existing off of a 50% split for over a decade, so it wouldn't be too horrible, but of course I'll survive. But I'd certainly like to keep it, if possible. Long stream Friday, yeah, maybe. 20%, yeah. Well, was it last month was our first pay? This month when I got paid was my first payday with the 20% activated. But it was a little bit nerfed because I had missed a week of streaming when Sadie passed. So I think this past one, was that a full month? Wait, what month are we in? June. Yeah, so this next one on the 15th should be a full month will, pretty standard full month will look like. Yeah, right. Yeah, June will be the. Wait, was June a full month? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty standard full month. That's interesting. It says we're up on subscriptions for this month. I bet there's just a bunch of end of the month reoccurring subs coming through. Okay, we're at 268. Okay, cooking or nobody eats tonight. How'd she roll up her sleeves? So it's not rolled up sleeves. It's like you ever seen those like medieval fantasy clothing with like the padded trimming, so like with multicolor padded trimming. It's kind of like that. Yeah, so imagine this will be a different color than this. It's like alternating. Hoarding. Yeah, whatever they're calling it. Whatever the kids be calling it these days. And stuff. She got them sleeves rolled up super tight. Neighbors having work done on their house, and the guys that were working on the house came over and asked if I wanted 2 bags of grass. Booyah. That's a score right there. It's funny how valuable yard waste becomes when you garden. Thanks, Sculptastic. What are you scooping? I'm not scooping. Just pushing in some wrinkles here. Yeah, it's funny, you know, they have those brown paper bags and they call them yard waste bags. But the wasting is putting stuff in the bags and getting it taken away. That's actually wasting. It's like an oxymoron is what they call it. The yard waste is wasted when you throw it out of your yard. That's I will take it. That's pure gold to me. Come on, rake my yard and you can have all you want. I would. Hey, if you lived close to me, I would do it every week. I would do it for half the cost the guy he would pay to do it would do it for. But really, I would do it for free just for the yard waste. I've been known to rake some neighbors' yards. Maybe they'll catch on one year. Like if they just let their leaves pile up enough to make it like worth my while, then I'll totally come rake their yard. If they're keeping up with their raking and it's just like a little bit of leaves, probably not gonna do it. But they let the tree drop all the leaves and they got a nice huge thick gathering of them on their yard. Oh yeah, I'll be dragging them over with my tarp. Really, all evergreens? Interesting. Oh yeah, it's like garden gold in the fall. I love this, just that system of nature. Where in the fall, it cools off, the leaves all fall down. It's a perfect time to like get your garden area set up for the next year. The real trick with gardening is to make sure you're doing all your heavy lifting and hard work in the fall and in the spring. And then, but I'd say probably most of the setup happens in the fall of the previous year. And then when it comes down to summer, the only thing you're doing is just maintenance. You know, you're not trying to go get murdered under the hot sun. You know, so you just you're just harvest. If you do everything right, you're just harvesting and watering occasionally if it gets too dry, and keeping the weeds at bay a little bit. But I mean, one thing I learned this year is if you do a good job with weeding in the spring, you definitely have a lot less of an issue rolling into summer, because little plants have a hard time growing when in the harsher sun, you know. Anyway, we can do that. Let me go refill my coffee and go get some of that fresh, cool air outside real quick before we drift further into the evening. I'll be right back. All right. Man, it's nice outside. $250 to mow the front yard? Hey. I'd mow your front yard for $200. Dang. I mean, I'm sure it takes some time, but man. Large suburban front yard? Okay, that's just overpriced, yeah. $50. That's hard to beat right there. .58 acre. They wanted to charge you almost 200 last time. $98 there. Oh man, it's like low 80s, nice and breezy. And it's like 80, 81, 82. And with a nice gentle breeze, I had to go soak it in a little bit before hunkering down. Wonder if I should consider a new career. Yeah. Go knock on country folks' doors and offer to mow their yards for $250. Sounds good to me. I'll shovel your driveway for $250 as well. Once winter comes, and rake your leaves for another $250. Let's get some year-round service. Deposit all the snow, leaves, and grass clippings into my own yard. All your yard are belong to us. Crazy. I was watching obviously when the severe weather was hitting here yesterday, I was watching the Ryan Yallhall guy, and he was looking at like an obvious tornado in Nebraska and watching how they didn't alert the people of the tornado until like it was already on top of them. It's like, what the heck, man? Like, by radar, it was like obviously there. But yeah, so hopefully nobody got caught with their pants down because there was no warning. Oh yeah. Yeah, too bad you didn't live close. I'd probably go there with my brother. That's a kind of job. I really don't mind doing work like that. I really enjoy it, actually. I remember, I would occasionally pick up some side jobs with my dad's friend, who is always doing side work. And I remember he tasked me with the job of like painting this trim on a garage door. And after doing this type of detail painting work and then being able to paint like trim on a garage door, it was like, all right, I can manage this. The contrast is funny sometimes. The cleanest trim line they've ever seen. Alright, kid man. You have a great night. Catch you later. Hey, thank you. Okay, one side done. Now we do the other side. Hey, Tracy. Thank you. Like an arm croissant, but different. Looper has the fanciest fabrics in all the lands. Swamp. Stitched patches. I think I opted out of patches for her. But maybe. You might be right. We'll see. There's always a chance of stitched patches on these kind of characters. She's a professional scissors wielder while running. Yeah, I'll give her a little arm stitch right here. Professionally running with scissors. We've really caught on to like something here. Everyone's so naturally inclined to wince when they see somebody running with scissors. Maybe we need a whole series of sculptures that poke these types of buttons for people. Let's see, what else would there be other than character running with scissors? Call it societal norms collection. Yeah, exactly. Breaking societal norms, and we'll submit it to the Luxembourg Art Prize and finally win our money. Oh, here we go. It'll be a sculpture with a car that has the gas cap open, driving down the road. Chewing ice. Biting ice cream? You don't bite ice cream? Dumb ways to die sculptures. My new car doesn't have a gas cap. What? That's weird. Is it electric? Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Just has some sort of like built-in valve or something. All automatic. How do you deter siphoning thieves? I think the flap is like a locking flap. You have to have the key to open the flap. That would be my guess. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I don't think I've never had a siphoning gas issue. Personally. It's too much work for criminals these days. Never had gas stolen, just the whole vehicle. Really? I've known people that have had their car jacked, but not me. GPS trackers. Smart. Now that you have the GPS trackers, it'll never your vehicles will never get stolen ever again. But if you take them off one day, then they'll get taken. So you're doomed to forever have them on every vehicle you own from now on. You only need it when you don't have it, and when you have it, you don't need it. I've had bikes stolen. I've had 3 bikes stolen in the last decade, probably. Bicycle. Actually, the first one that was stolen was only partially stolen. It didn't have the front tire or the seat. I parked my bike. That's when I lived out in Colorado. Parked my bike in an area I was gonna have to stay for a little bit, and I chained it up and then removed the front tire and seat and took those with me. Hoping the lack of a seat and front tire would deter the thieves to not cut the lock and take it. It didn't work. They took it. They must have needed it pretty bad. Really? Were they just after the upholstery or something? I guess. Alright, this is ready for brushing now. Alcohol brushing. Guess they just needed it, yeah. Some guys driving around with your old upholstery pinned into their car. Yeah, I found this upholstery shop that would do my inside of my car real cheap. Great deal. Okay, it took a lot more than that. The Dukumancer.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I appreciate that. Come on in, everybody. Hope your stream was well. If anybody's new here, my name is cnotbusch. I make custom sculptures here. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. We're working on a female dwarf character, dwarven quilter. Just did this trimming around her sleeve. working on tonight. How was your stream? What were you up to? That's good. Drawing goth girls. All right. Digital illustration or traditional? Talking about metal. Like metals or the music? Digital, okay. Yes. Tesseract. What's your favorite? She's holding the rope from the other character in this hand, and she's holding the scissors in this other hand. She's holding a paintbrush. I like aluminum. I'm more of a galvanized steel kind of guy. Okay, we could probably do something else on this before we bake it. So either something along the trim on the bottom here or the belt line. This would be a good area. Suppose we could do the belt. Take a gander at some reference. Yeah, good. I do the same thing, Colleen. Stay safe. You will survive. We'll catch you later. Not sure how I want to go about this here. Let's kind of fill the area with some material. We'll just kind of play around with some different ideas. Can you see more of the work I've done? Yeah, you know what? We got a lot of new people in here. We can look at some. We can do a little show and tell. This is something in the works here. This is what's his face? Morgoth from the Lord of the Rings world. He's got more to him. He's got detachable pieces here. The back plate is done. There we go. And the pauldron. No, they're not magnetized. They'll be permanently glued on. Well, I could magnetize them if I wanted to, but if I wanted them to stay detachable. But they're form fitted, so it's just like a seamless attachment, see? And he will have flowing locks when he's finished. Yeah, he will. And then this, I'm going to duplicate this pauldron so it can be placed over here, the other side. So we got that guy in the works. Let's take these pieces off here. We got, let's see. Be working on this guy tomorrow. This is a, the Minotaur. Looking pretty nice. This one's a pirate. Captain Sabretooth. He still needs his hair, the sleeve here, some fanciness on the jacket. Pretty good. Go grab the mouse. Mug of it. No, he's not holding a mug of ale. He's holding poker cards. He's playing a game of poker. It's the mouse here. Mouse guardian, mouse guard. Quite happy with how that's turned out so far. We're working on the second character of this guy here. Yeah, me too. And I'm glad. That's good. I also have also working on a custom chess set here. Got a little saxophone player. He's the bishop. And then got the rook. Castle face. I have the knight here. He's in the other room. Got some pawns. Little teacup soldiers. And there's a lot of other stuff too. It's just a little bit. Lad equals bishop. Yeah, I'm excited. So the other side of the chess set, I get to design it however I want. So the client was more specific with this side that we're currently doing. But the other side, I get to design something that will kind of counter. Oh, car alarm. I think I want it to be some kind of cloth sash. Alright, Tracy. I'll catch you later. Thanks for chilling.
The strength of the cnotbusch kingdom lies not in our walls, but in our people. March to war.
This belt will get some bling. Beard raid. Don't raid my beard. Get out of there. You get out of there, you. Hey, what's up, Odin? Hey, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How was your stream, brother? If anyone's new here, my name is cnotbusch. I make one-of-a-kind custom sculptures, traditionally. All custom handmade work. Mostly work on commission things. And tonight we're working on this, it's a female dwarf character that's sculpted in the likeness of the client. So it's her and her husband turned into dwarves. I will raid your beard whenever I have the chance. Alright. Fair enough. That's the finished character. Kind of like this. Running behind him. So they're quilters in real life, so they're dwarven quilters in their fantasy version. Don't be envious of anything, my friend. Doesn't do you any good. I see your jealousy and I decline it. No. Instead, I encourage you to rise up to the challenge of making your own shelves in such a way. Or even in a different way. Which I'm sure they are. Hey, thank you. It was a touch and go, but overall a lot of fun. Wait, hold on. So, I missed the beginning of that. Touch and go. The stream was? Where's she running to? Well, she's chasing him with a pair of scissors in her hand. So she's holding the rope that's coming off of the big spool he's holding. And then he's and she's running with a pair of scissors. Twitch glitch. Where? What's that? No one told her to run with scissors? That's only in human society that we don't run with scissors, but actually in dwarven society, running with scissors is actually encouraged, so. Yeah. Dwarves do as they please, yeah. Some sort of shaman looking area? Yeah, do it, man. Creating even if it's just a hangout space, but creating some sort of space, I definitely encourage that. Twitch is being twitchy. Sounds about right. But yeah, we got all kinds of stuff in the works too here. I was showing a little bit of this earlier. This is a guy named Morgoth. My design of Morgoth, inspired by Justin Gerard's sketches of Morgoth. The armor on. Dwarves had beards. What, female dwarves? In some versions of dwarves they do, but in others they don't. This depends on the universe. In other universes of dwarves, there is no dwarven females. They just spring out of holes in the ground. Yeah, good, man. The workshop is like a, not, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. It's piece by piece, you know. You just kind of, once you crack it open. I think the key, so the beginning is you build a nice, think of like the core build, you know, like the shelves, maybe the walls, you know, stuff like that. Get that in place first, and then over time things just kind of evolve and change. So I built this all myself. It's not too hard. And it's definitely upgraded over time. I actually copied the schematic of my desk and built, this is another desk up top here. It's the same build as this, just stacked on top, really high up. And then so there's this massive shelf. So it's like a 1.5 feet between the ceiling of the room and the shelf, and it's just this massive shelf for storage. I do a lot in a very small space, so using as much using as much of the vertical space as I can is definitely it's the key to maximizing the room we live in. Yeah, I know. I was just messing with you. But that's good. Always good to hear. Thank you, my friend. It leads to jealousy. Jealousy leads to hate. Or anger. Anger leads to hate. And hate leads to the dark side. I was just pulling a Yoda on you. Reclaimed wood. I think the next area I need to build is I need an apothecary area. I started doing a lot of medicine growing this year. And just the amount of seeds and dried plant material and stuff I have. need to make a little space for it. I got garlic braids and mullein hanging all over the workshop right now. Chamomile and lemon balm. Here's my biggest garlics of the year. Look at those monstrous garlics. Can't hand for scale. Now these will be used for planting. This is my replanting braid. I probably got about I don't know 8 more of those with not as big of garlics. And I think there's still some more back there, but once the fall rolls around, I'll replant those bigger ones. I learned that the bigger, when you plant garlic, plant only the biggest cloves. The bigger the clove, the bigger the end result in garlic. So it does make a difference. And this past year I just split up garlic heads and just planted all of them, big or small, didn't matter. That's why I have all these different kind of sized finished garlics. I see. You like me for my big garlic, I see. It's the decoration you got to keep an eye out for always. That's the thing. The wood and stuff, you can always get it when you need it, but the decorations, the artifacts are the things that take the time to find. All right. Like this, stuff like this. Can't just go pick up at a store. This is a tiny little oil lamp. Functional too. Hang it up on the wall. Made in Hong Kong. Number 103. Got the little wick extender. It's a good find. Good find. think it's made out of copper too. I like this little, I just thought this was an interesting little pewter cup, little shot glass I found. But this, I don't know why, but it reminded me of the Alliance. It's like if the Alliance were sitting around taking shots, this would be the cup they'd use. That little lion emblem. Oh yeah, pewter. This one is one of my favorites, actually, right here. This is just a really fancy little container, and this is actually a gourd. This is made out of a gourd. A really nice one. And then the quill pen, I made that quill pen. brush that. There'll be some sort of clasp here. Don't need to know what it looks like. Just need to know that it's there. So I can make the fabric pull like it's there. And then where these holes are, there's gonna be some rope kind of tied in, coming through there, holding a few accessories. I'm thinking a ball of yarn with the needles. Maybe some sort of a weapon, maybe. What else? What else would Looper have? Scissors are a weapon. True. I feel like her weapon of choice would be like a little billy club. Blunt force trauma. Yarn, yeah, the ball of yarn will have the like 2 yarn needles sticking out of it. A yardstick. Tape measure. Very nice outfit additions. Plus the scissors. You like her boots? Start making a little accessory. Let's see. I think I will make her her club. Do quilters use yarn? Probably sometimes, but probably not often. Yeah, I'm thinking like a good old-fashioned blunt force trauma weapon, like a nice smooth mace or a billy club, blackjack type of deal. The little tomato with the pins in it. A weapon she can use on friend or foe, depending on how hard she swings. That's just who Looper is. Yardstick. Alright, let's do a bit of super glue here. Big roll of fabric. She could have like a little roll of fabric, I think. Hot glue gun. Yeah, it's a little out of it's a little immersion breaking. just a wee bit. An iron. It's not good. That's not a bad idea. Like a cast iron. That's for the steampunk version, clearly. Oh, wow, Viewbot. Oh, hold on a minute. We have a very tempting idea here. A flail, but with a pin cushion on the end. Now we're thinking here. Cast iron. A flail with the cast iron at the end of it, even. could see that. Multi-use, multi-use. Okay, let's design the let's design the handle here. Let me just use some chain. Probably like that. Yeah, it's probably smaller chain is good. Pincushion flail or iron flail, I don't know. Both ideas are tempting. We don't need to know what's at the end of the flail, we're just gonna make the handle for right now. Pincushion, yeah, it's a little bit on the funnier side. But as far as a rendering of it, it might be a little hard to render. Alright, I have to just use actual pins. Stylized thicker like nails, yeah. Cat o' nine tails. Good job, VButt. Crack the code. Quilted decorations. Quilted hand grip. You know, instead of like leather wrapping, it's just a quilted cloth handle grip. names of quilting things. Let's see. Hello, señorita. Buenas noches. Muy bien. Okay, let's see. Let's do our quilted handle here. Quilted hand grip. Spanish. Nice. Español. Sprechen Sie Spanish? Ja, sprechen Sie Spanish. Poquito. My Spanish gets mixed up with my German, unfortunately. I learned a lot of Spanish because my first job I ever worked, I worked alongside this wonderful lady named Alma, who didn't speak barely knew any English, and I barely knew any Spanish. By the time I moved on from that job, she was a lot better at English, and I was a lot better at Spanish. We kind of learned to speak Spanglish to each other, half. We were communicating quite well by the end. The best phrase to learn or to know when you're learning Spanish from people that are around you is "Cómo se dice?" Once I caught on to "Cómo se dice," I was able to, like a toddler trying to learn my first language, just asking how to say everything. ¿Cómo se dice en español? Por favor. Taiwan, yeah, I bet. ¿Cómo se dice? Gracias. ¿Cómo se dice? No sé. No sé. No comprendo. Más inglés, por favor. Now I know a bit of German, and yeah, I tend to mix the two up every once in a while. Are they similar? No, but it's like if you partially learn two secondary languages, you just mix them up sometimes. Yeah, my wife, she's from Germany. She's a Deutschlander. Meine Frau. Found German easier to learn? Well, I probably learned the most German when I stayed there in Germany for extended periods of time, so the first time I visited, I stayed 2 weeks, I think. And the second time I visited, I stayed 2 weeks, but we were like, everyone around me only spoke German. So it was only my wife and her dad that know English. So they all kind of know English, but they don't, not enough to like hold a conversation. You learn language quick when you're in a situation like that. With Spanish and German, I just really need to knuckle down and commit to a... If I would knuckle down and really commit to fulfilling a curriculum of some sort, I know I could become fluent. Yeah, I can only imagine. The hardest part about English to German is that there's a lot of vowels and sounds that they say that you just can't say because you just never moved you've never made these noises before in your whole life. Like the and U and U. It's like sounds the same. all those little differences between certain like sounds. With Spanish, it was just learning to roll your R's, you know. Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen. That was a hard one to learn. Like, for example, fünf is 5, but you can't just say fünf like that. It just doesn't sound, apparently it's not correct. It has to be fünf. It's all those small little things. Kind of looks like a tiny castle tower. It'll make sense once we get the textures and the colors here. Ah, yeah, true. Yeah. What I find interesting, so my wife, her second language is English, first language is German. Since she moved here and, you know, speaks mostly English in the household, her voice that she thinks with changed to English, and her dreams are also in English. So it's kind of funny, it's kind of crazy when you think about that with language, that if you immerse yourself, like if I were to like live in like China for like 10 years, that eventually you could end up thinking and dreaming in Chinese, but to you it's like not even, you know, it's no different than dreaming and thinking in your own language, which is kind of crazy. And she hadn't even been here that long before that started happening with the dreaming and the thinking. Yeah, same thing. She forgets German words sometimes. She have to literally, like, she'll be on the phone with her family and have to like look up a word. She just can't think. She just can't remember it. Very interesting. Get this up brushing, make it more subtle here. Your wife was born in Germany on a military base? Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of German and American military situations. It's funny, we had a lot of weird similarities, me and my wife. And one is that my aunt, my mom's sister, married a Johnson, last name Johnson. And my wife's mother's sister also married a Johnson. Some say coincidences exist, but I sure don't think so. And it was that kind of situation. He came over for military service and met my wife's aunts, or my wife's aunt. They got married. Birth certificate was on the back of a map. Yeah, just because. Yeah, a lot of English rules are like that. Why? Just because. Because we say so. One goose, many geese, but not gooses. One dog, many dogs. One fish, many moose, meese. One moose, many moose. Oh, man. It's like so random. Let's see. Zero plurals, what they're called. More zero deer. Deer's another one. A flock of moosen. No, I think the plural for moose is moose. Same with fish. It's not fishes. It's just fish. Many fish. Deers? Nope. I think the plural for deer is also deer. I'm sure if you said deers, it wouldn't be a... Oh, that's interesting. Mice, mouse. Oxen, ox. Fish, fish. Moose, moose. Goose, geese. It's like, who made this up? Just trying to confuse everybody. Mice. One One mouse, many mice. Depends on the root word coming from Latin or Greek. Yeah, try to justify your crazy language. It's all your fault there, Era Morath. There was a funny video I saw that like lays little things like that out, and it's just so funny. Maze. The maze. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get some rest. Thank you all for joining me. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. We had a lot of amazing... we had a lot of raids this evening, so welcome newcomers if you stuck around this far. So we're trying to maintain our Partner Plus. If anyone out there wants to support what I'm doing, subscribing with a 1, 2, or tier 3 sub would be very helpful. We have to maintain 300 in order to keep the 70% split. Otherwise, we will be on the road to going back down to 50%. We only have 2 more stream days this month left to get, I think, 30 some odd points. So, tier 1 sub is 1 point, tier 2 is 2 points, and tier 3 is 6 points. Yeah, if anyone's in the position to be able to help out in that regard before the end of the month, be very much appreciated. So, on that note, let's find someone to raid. And again, thank you everybody so much for all the support you do give, and I do appreciate it. Who can I leave you with this evening? I will be back tomorrow for Thursday. We'll be working on the Minotaur tomorrow morning. Minotaur first, then in the evening the mouse. Let's see here. Yeah, you know, let's go raid. Let's go see what Mary's up to. Oh, she's offline. Oh, she must have just ended. I think I checked. You know what? We'll go raid science. Science streams. Oh, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you didn't send me that kind of stuff, I would forget. Unfortunately. Alright. Let's get this going here. Alright. Till next time, my friends. Bye-bye.
Greetings, fellow adventurer. We've got everything you need to rest and refuel.
Just canceled my, I hit the button even, and you overruled. Nice timing. MJR, hey, thank you so much for the 3 months of support. Thank you for helping us, with getting another point added to the pool. I appreciate that. Let me read you your wisdom here. We'll end on a wisdom here. If we have time, we should here. In every adventure, there is risk, but without risk, there can be no reward. There we go. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.